What's up, y'all? It's the Astro Traveler 369. Do not forget the power of the 3 to 6 and the 9, y'all. Bang that like button. Leave a comment. Share this video, y'all. Look for your notifications, y'all. And bang that subscribe button. Join the Traveler family, y'all. Join the traveling family, man. We back with another one, y'all. We back with another one. And I told y'all, I ain't know when I was finna do it, but I was gonna do it. And we back to do another one of the Dream State. This is Dream State Part 2, y'all. Dream State Part 2. There was a lot that was said in Part 1. I hope you guys could identify with the message. I hope you guys, I hope the message was useful to you guys. I hope, nonetheless, I hope the video was entertaining for you guys, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of any of those things, I'm glad to be back here with y'all to give y'all another video, man, and go into this realm that we call the sleep state or the dream state, y'all. This is a Dream State Part 2, Dream State Part 2. Now, I ain't gonna lie, in rotation, these videos been going quite far. They've been going quite far. And I could just appreciate, I could appreciate the love. I could appreciate y'all for, tapping in with me, man, locking in with me, and, just listening, man, because at the end of the day, none of this was to be referred to as this magical individual. None of this was to be thought of as like a god in the sense of, this overpowering will. You know what I'm saying? This is merely just like I said in the beginning, this is just a conversational, family-like orientated gathering that we have here, or community that we have here. We share community, man. We share neighborhood, man. We are not all knowing. We don't know everything. So, it comes to the sense that, when I say leave a comment, it's just not for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just not for the fuck of it. It's, to pass these messages, man, to pass on the frequencies. That's all it is, and there's no need to even question your own, there's no need to even question your own opinion. You know what I'm saying? Free spirit, man, have a free form of thinking. Let your cup overflow with wisdom, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, there's nothing that's extreme, man. The truth is stranger than fiction, man. And we're coming into that time where a lot of people are really starting to, come into this shit. Like, a lot of people are really seeing it for what it is. Make sure you guys share this video, man. Make sure you share this video. Part 1 went up, hopefully we go up with this Part 2. It's a calm, cool night. Not too cool, not too warm, I guess, I'm just comfy, y'all. I'm real comfy, I don't know, I don't care, I don't give a you feel me? You feel me? Hey, y'all, my hair got long as hell too, y'all. My hair got real long too, y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? The hair got real long. Like, when I wash these motherfuckers, like, it got real hang time. Like, I be like this, like, letting it hit my back and shit. Real life. But look, something happened to me as of recently, man. Something happened to me very recent. And, we have fun, and we have fun here. We play, it's fun, it's cool. We know how to lighten the mood. It's not stiff here, but when it's time, to start class, we take it very seriously here in our university, man. Free to God, Rashad Jamal. Free to God, Rashad Jamal, man. Um, really short. I just want to say it was a moment. I had a moment with him where we literally in the Astros, bro. I swear we bumped into each other, and it was short because what you guys not understanding, he's in, to the physical realm, or to the physical understanding, or to the naked eye. He seems to be in jail. Like Tentacion said, you know, even if they jail me, I'm not in jail because I'm in my mind, which seems like to them I'm out of my mind, right? So knowing what I'm saying to you guys and what I know you guys understand here, but for those who are new, just listen closely. Shout out to those who are new here. Shout out to everybody that's just tapping in, man. It's the Astro Traveler 369. Do not forget the power of the 3 to 6 and the 9, y'all. It's more than the physical, man. What I keep saying, which is more than the physical. He is going through a spiritual lockdown, the same way a lot of other, people who stood for something. If you identify them as that certain word, the revolutionary, that word is taken that word is almost labeled terrorist. You know what I mean? Like, just speaking what we talk about is already terrorism in itself, right? But what are we what are we terrorizing? The truth terrorizes their lie, their system of lies, and he's, not to go on much of a rant about the guy, but the energy was very short circuited because of the spiritual bond of his enchainment and this aspect of not only are there physical wardens in the prison, but there are spiritual wardens that are watching him even in the these astral realms and different realms like that. So and that's only taking place because they know how powerful he is and how many people he's touched. They know how many people follow him. They know how many people love this guy. They know how many people became who they truly were supposed to become, through the empowerment of his messages. And there's a lot of people that have the gifts, We're not just the only ones, We're not just the only ones. There's so many people, and if anything, they're being born every day now. Like, every day there is a new superhuman. There is a new super being. There's a new God. There's a new angelic. There's a new, you feel me? Every day now. And they're being birthed at a rapid pace. They're being birthed at a rapid pace, y'all. And for them, they have to check. They have to check, nigga. Once it become pins and needles in the mother before the baby even comes here, lands, they already got the information. And then when you get under that light and they poke you and blah, they're running your natal chart, nigga. They're running your astral chart. They're running who you are, where you came from, who are you connected to, why are you here, What is the possibility that you're one of those ones? Because they know out of 10 babies born, but think about, we know how many babies are being born every day, but out of 100 babies, because the 10 was too small, I just wanted to pack it down, but out of 100 babies, out of 100 newborn babies tonight, 20 of those babies are super, let me not even say that, 20 of those babies, their strands, the double helix already busted. They're born fully, in line. They're fully aligned. There is no missing links. You know what I'm saying? So with that in itself, man, they understand that it's not just him that can astral travel. They understand people do this every day. And the ones who really have the ability and know their ability, harness their ability, channel their ability, you really, really put their life force into their gifts. Who wouldn't reach out to people? Who wouldn't have fun going to sleep every night? Who wouldn't? If you knew, that's a good segue. But who knew, if you would know and truly understand that what is going on when you sleep and the decisions you can make and the things you could truly do, who would not want to be asleep? What child would not want to go to bed on time? It'll get to the point of the movie Inception. It'll get to the movie Inception where people would literally become bedridden and have, bed sores, because we know the body isn't real in the first place. But with that ability and that unlocking, it's motherfuckers who will, go too far into their realm. That sky is, damn, that's dark with some strange clouds. There's some people that would literally, like in the movie, stay laid down too long, and motherfuckers become vegetables, cause become vegetables. But shit, the point I'm making is, man, something happened to me, right? Something happened that was I found great humor in this happening. I felt aligned, but I could say I was ignorant at first. I was very ignorant with this happening. And as of lately, we all know the popularity that Terrence Howard has been getting. He's been really going viral on a lot of different platforms. His videos has been getting a lot of clicks and views. And what he's saying is really a model of what we stand on when we say it's the age of information. There are people that are coming into themselves, right? There are people that are coming into themselves that subconsciously they already knew was there, or they already knew like they had that shit in them, right? But the information, the energy, you know what I'm saying, the vibration that we're going through with everything around us, from the stars to the planets to everything around us, right? That energy, man, is pouring people out. It's pouring people out. It's shaking people. It's shaking people from the inside. Like I said in a recent video, like our vortex, man. Right now, we're going through one of the most in human history, this is one of the greatest spins. Like, what y'all think I'm really saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We're going through a real vortice, and this is what this man was talking about. And what I mean by ignorant is like, I can't, you know how hard it is not to see what, not to come across this dude when you're into the things we're into, y'all. Do you know how hard it is to not see that? Because it's to the idea and the understanding of like, hey, if I wanted a certain pair of Yeezys and I mentioned it, my phone will show me an ad that quick. So just doing this video and talking through my phone, the moment I'm done this video, y'all, that vibration sends me spiritual videos on YouTube, different things that, you know what it is. You know what it is. You know what we're talking about, right? Don't be surprised. Do not act surprised. Working up real sweats right now, y'all. The spiritual should be, one thing, but you have to know what's going on. And the positive energy of being able to, let this warm humidity, pour through you, and it's very cleansing, man. It's cleansing, and just walking in itself is very cleansing. Talking is cleansing, thinking is cleansing, and that's what we're doing here, y'all. It's the Astral Traveler 369. Do not forget the power of the 3 to 6 of the 9, y'all. Share this video. Bang the like button, y'all. Bang the like button. You know what I'm saying? Share, man. Share. Right? Now, going into this, what we was saying about how deep this dream realm and what's going on really goes. My ignorance towards seeing him and seeing his videos pop up gave me a level of like, you see some things, it's like, whatever, like you scroll past it. And I don't know if it was, my ignorance and ignorance meaning I'm ignoring the fact that clearly spirit want me to see this video. Clearly, I'm supposed to click on this motherfucker. Some things you notice and you start noticing that you're noticing it. And that's the message. You supposed to, boom, right there, jump on it. But I was ignoring it. And man, I kid you not, man, when I clicked on the Joe Rogan podcast, in the interview that he had with Joe Rogan, man, I was mind boggled. And what I mean, I was literally, the enjoyment I felt and seeing his smiles, seeing the love, the light in his eyes, seeing that he knew what he was saying was right. You see that, man. You can't make that up. You see these things in people. You see it. You can't. It's nothing that has to do with how shit sound, cuz you see this shit in people, bro. You see it. Like, you cannot sit here and subscribe to me and not believe one thing I'm saying, eh? And I can guarantee you that one thing we're agreeing on, I'm sure it opens a door for so many more questions you have. Right? So, man, seeing what he was saying, man, hearing what he was saying, man, bro, the voltage of energy, the voltage, that charge that went straight into the heart chakra that I be telling y'all, it was strong. That shit gave me chills, bro. I've been watching this man 48 hours now. I've been watching this man like 2-3 days. I swear I'm like, not bullshit. I literally it took me to watch that video, man. After that interview with Joe Rogan was about 3 hours, if I'm not mistaken. 2.5, almost 3, right? Binged it the whole way through. And I mean, I'm listening slowly. I'm bringing it back. I'm double tapping the screen, rewinding certain sentences, double tapping on certain words, trying to rehear what he said, thinking about the methods that he's really saying, listening to his method, and then going to my method of understanding and matching that shit to the degree of, do you know when this man said he came across a voice, but the voice had energy, the voice had a vibration, right? Do you know he absolutely stood on something that I thought wasn't even like a thing? Meaning, I didn't know. At the time, I didn't know I wasn't just dreaming this thing. When he mentioned the voice that came to him, and the voice guiding him to a mansion, a big mansion. I heard the same voice that I know now is my voice. I seen the same mansion. I have access to the same mansion. What I did not come across, though, was the flowers. I ain't see no flowers. I didn't come across no flowers. But that mansion to me was, this is a breakdown, y'all. The voice that came to him that gave him the wisdom and guided him to the mansion for him was life, right? And something he needed to do was particular. It was particular to what his calling is and what he's supposed to do, right? We're in the same mansion, but we got different jobs. It's like we're working, we're building the mansion, right? But I'm working on the light fixtures. You're working on the tile floor. You got this dude over here painting. You got another person laying down brick and different shit like that, right? But we're in the same house. We're in the same mansion. What the mansion did for me was flipped from and then what I came to understand later is that, hold on, before I say this, what the mansion did for me was flip, right? And what I mean by flip, it altered for the beauty into the ugly, or at something that would seem scary or dark, right? It's the astral travel, y'all. I told you I don't just talk about anything, y'all. We go deep. We go deep, deep. Yeah, we go deep, man. We don't talk about anything, man. We go deep. So the message to me that the mansion gave was, hey, you're gonna understand that you're gonna have to come through, you're gonna have to understand the ugly things about life, right? Because there was one thing that came to me in that mansion. The way he said the flower came to him, There was one thing that came to me in that mansion, and there was a woman. It was a goddess, right? She came to me, and she would take form in different negatives, right? She would take forms in what I thought at the time was a negative. I thought, man, I'm having nightmares. This ain't nothing cool. Like, it got to the point where the dream would be so often. I will be able to be in this mansion so often. It's like when I go to sleep, my dreams just automatically start there. And that was happening for a long time. Now I have the ability to fully understand what's going on here. So I could come and go as I please. But in the beginning, I would just wake up there, and I started getting sick and tired of this woman, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, she'll take shape into like different things, man. She'll take shape into like a dude, a dude, but he'll be like, you could clearly see he'll be like a hater, or somebody who like don't like me, or the dude that's standing off in the corner, like, and I would have to read that as like, hey, watch for fake friends, watch for, like, I'll have to see the message in whatever she flopped to. She would flop into like, I'll never forget, man, I was looking at her. She wouldn't say nothing to me. And she turned into like money. She just started turning into like money and shit. Like, I can't make this up. And I'm a child at the time. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on in this dream, right? She like literally started, she like melted into like money. And I didn't touch no money. I didn't take no money. And then she came back into her form. Then she'll turn into like a tornado, or like a storm, or an animal, or like I don't know, she'll turn into so many different things. And in them things, I found that the mansion was showing me different things of life, different things to look for in people, understanding what people are controlled by, whether it's the snake in them, whether it's a dog spirit, a canine spirit, or, a wolf spirit in them, whether it's love in them, whether it's if she turned into a statue, that was a method of people being very fucking like, stuck, or, stuck, bricked, heavy, tormented, chained, bound in a sense. She'll show me different things, man. At the time, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But I started getting past her. It'll be times where, like, I guess subconsciously, she gave me all the messages she could give me, and I would never come across her again, right? I won't I don't say I'll never come across her again, but I wouldn't come across her as much. I'll be able to go to different, floors of the mansion, different rooms of the mansion. And it was identical to what this man said, man. Long story short, man. It was identical to what he was talking about. And that shit just blew me away. It blew me away. So I understand that. For me, that one consciousness we talk about, that thing that we talk about everybody is connected to, yes, that's really a thing, I'm out here working up a good sweat, man. After this, I'm finna jump in that cold shower, y'all. Meditate in that bit. Roll up, and I'm gonna lay my head down and jump into this dream state, y'all. This astral realm. But, man, this one consciousness is serious, y'all. That's what I'm telling you. It's so serious that you have to understand we're all one mind. It's just everybody is using the thoughts differently. Everybody is one dream. Everybody's in the same dream, cuz everybody's in the same reality. right? We're going to these places, but these places have more people. You know, these places have more things going on. This is a whole nother realm. You have to be mindful of it. And you have to know you're not just sleep, cuz you're literally in your spirit outside of your physical body. Outside of your physical body, man. People think, people be thinking, you'll have like a scratch. Like it be like scratches and shit on you. Hello. It be like scratches and stuff on you when you like when you're like in these dreams, right? People would think you'll wake up with scratches. Oh, that's a witch, or oh, they'll take the most negative form of why you got scratched or why you got bruised, and that's what's wrong with people, man. We're so quick to judge everything as negative. We're so quick to judge everything as like evil. Um, that's not what it is, you know? That's not what it is. Um, these things are a thing. These things are real. These things do happen to people, you know. Evil do happen to people. But like I said, usually when evil happens to people, it's because it's usually curse bound. It's usually mindful when people are going through these type of huntings or spiritual attachments. That is not just happening because they don't have no right to. They're not supposed to. They don't have the power to. The majority of evils fear you. They can't wait for the moment that you fear them, though. They can't wait for the moment you're weak. They can't wait for the moment you're triggered, you know? But they don't have access to just walk up and jump on your back, cuz. No, it don't happen like that. You're not aligned, which leaves you susceptible to these attachments and these huntings. The majority of huntings are merely what I said in the first video in part 1. The majority of these huntings are usually runners from the middle dimension. It's the voidacy between what you would say is the lowest or hell, or what you would say is the highest or heaven. There is a fence. There's a middle ground. And that voidacy is, like I said, those who may be untimely demises. We don't have to go into, you know, all the untimely demises, because there's some words you can't use that are, you know, I don't want to be demonetized or flagged or anything like that, but untimely deaths, you know, untimely demises, untimely transitions. And usually the spirit is still activated because the contract, it wasn't a contract ending. It had nothing to do with God and your assignment. It had nothing to do with your reason. You know what I'm saying? So that leaves the spirit charged. You're still fully charged. You still have consciousness, but it happens so fast that your consciousness is stuck on the physical plane, where it takes a long time to realize, nigga, you're dead. And they've made movies about this. And it takes you into the spiritual, which scares the shit out of this person who passed untimely. You know, they phase into both. Physical, they'll be very stuck, and then they have these phases where, oh shit, they're seeing the physical and the spiritual, and the spiritual is some shit that they're looking at physically. So it's like a monster, it's a demon. It's imagine living in every horror movie ever created, every demonic creature thing that any movie ever created, from the time a horror movie was created. Imagine waking up and that is your reality. Wow, seeing everyday, normal day-to-day moving around, but nobody notices you. And you're fully unaware yet. Some for those is quicker than others, but for most people, man, it takes a while. And naturally, it takes up to 72 days for the spirit to actually transition. Within those 72 days, they're naturally still here. But that's not the untimely demise. The timely demise, the contractual demise, the agreement you made, to get here and leave at these particular times, those leave you with 72 days of what you want to do with it. You want to leave one last message. You want to leave one last touch. You want to make one last sound. You want to close one last door. You want to knock over. You want to do something that reminds somebody you're there, which lingers forever when you leave after your 72 days. This is what goes on. So you have family members that'll mess with you in the kitchen. People get so scared when a knife fall off the counter. Oh my God, the spirit is trying to stab me. Like, there are only so many things you could do, nigga. Like I have to turn the TV off, dude. Like, I have to and you have to be the one to giggle and say, damn, bruh, so-and-so is messing with me, man. That's some shit he or she would do. You have to look like that. You have to, like, come on, But that comes down to somebody who's aware, somebody who's conscious and mindful of the spiritual and the physical. Somebody who don't know what's going on in this reality or any other one. They're going to always look at things in fear and panic. And we know fear is the lowest vibration. So please get outside of the fear, y'all. But the spiritual, man, this dream shit is real as fuck, man. And what they're seeing is what we see plus dreaming, and those who are vibrating outside of their root chakra, outside of fear, these people don't see monsters after transitioning. They don't see these low vibrational entities. Their vibration is too high. They're floating in bliss because they're running on rainbows, nigga. When it rain and you look up, nigga, your cousin probably doing cartwheels on the rainbow, nigga. Just playfully, like, doing shit that you like. They're fully aware of what's going on, and they're aware that they have passed on their transition. But hey, there's still things to do in the spiritual realm. They have more life going on than what we got going on right here in this physical shit, y'all. So what you get out of that and knowing how to get into it is understanding and overstanding and understanding your dreams. Knowing that when you sleep under God, nigga, you're technically dead because your spirit leaves. That's not just your brain thinking a lot when you're asleep. No, I told you, your brain shuts down all your sensories shut down. The only sensory you have that is activated is the panic button. That's it. That's the only thing your mind could do is panic, which wakes you up. Everything else is literally your spirit, cuz you're really moving around in these dreams. They're real. They're real. Depending on your conscious, depending on your mood that day, depending on how tired you was, depending on how comfortable you lay down at that night, depending on how happy you was, depending on what's truly you're thinking about or overwhelmed about. All these different things you know, have defaults in your astral realms and your dream state. So some dreams are more vivid than others, but that just because you had one dream that felt so real and all the other ones didn't feel as real doesn't mean they're both not the same thing. It's just the conscious might have been heavy, you might have been tired, angry, upset, thinking a lot, not truly really aligned. A lot of things factor in. But sleep is one whole thing, cuz it's not a real dream you get one time that took you to some dimension. No, every time you close your eyes, you're going to another dimension. And you're literally the middle of the pyramid. Think about when you go to sleep at night, there's a pyramid on top of you, and there's a pyramid under you facing the opposite direction. You're floating in the middle. If you go to the bottom pyramid, most people have a lot of water dreams. A lot of people come out of water. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people see fishes and bubbles, and as if they're looking up and they see waves, or they can see the sun, but it's as if they're looking from the bottom of a pool, or like they're able to jump out of it for a moment, like a dolphin. Not particularly saying they are a dolphin, but they could get that moment where they see light, see sky, see in the. Then you have people who go to the higher pyramid, and you're in, different timelines, or different, depending on the scale of the pyramid you're in. You could be in a different timeline. You could be in a different galaxy. You could be in another dimension, another realm. You could be, you be doing so many different things. And just, as above, so below. Man, what messed me up, man, this dream, man, if I could give y'all some real intimate, something intimate right now, man, out of this conversation we're having, it'll be, man, I had a time where I transitioned, man, and I was in the plane of, like, counsel. The realm I was in was obviously a counseling realm, and I was in a cornfield suddenly. I was in a cornfield. Suddenly, I'm in a cornfield. I mean, these corn trees or bushes, whatever you call them, but they're tall. So I can't. They're 6-7 feet tall. So it's like I'm smothered. I'm just in the cornfield. It's like on some horror movie shit, but it's broad daylight. So it's not scary. It's just like, I guess I'm claustrophobic right now in the physical, so I must have been claustrophobic in the spiritual, because, like, something about it just felt smothering. I wanted to get the fuck out the cornfield, because I don't know for how broad day it was, nigga. Something about it was still eerie, but it wasn't charged in, like, fear. It wasn't charged in low vibration, but being fully conscious of what's going on, it was eerie to me. Like, something needed to happen quick, so I can know what the hell is going on here. And I hear movement in the brush. I hear movement in the corn, and Out of nowhere, I kid you not, man, out of nowhere, boom, a woman come out to the left of me. Don't seem too threatening, but it throwed me a bit. Woman come out to the right of me, more heavier set. The woman to the left was more slim. Like, hey, if she ain't had a gun, I'd have took on. Mosquitoes, y'all. One to the right of me, more thick and bone structure. You know, thick girl. You know, not too big. Middle class. You know, middleweight. But I'm still looking. I'll take both of you, but no, I'll take you both on. Dead ass. I just wasn't with it. Like, something about it just threw me. I don't know why, man. And this is a very intimate time, man. Cause I knew something was supposed to come out of this moment, man. And I ruined it, nigga. It's like going to an interview, cause like your first interview, and you just ruined it, cause. Or you imagine doing something big and you plan it through and it just goes horribly wrong. I did something right to get there, and I just went. They were looking at me like, they was looking at me like, what is wrong with you? Like, we're not harming you. Come here. Like, bruh. I never forget, they grabbed me. They telling me to come here. They pulling me through the corn. And there's one in front. There's one to the left, one to the right of me, and one in front of me. There's 3 of them. And they pulling me. I'm just like, man, where y'all taking me, man? Like, where y'all taking me? Where y'all taking me? But I was still going with them. But I'm saying, hey, where y'all taking me? Cause one was pulling me like this. Like she's in front of me, holding both my hands, and she's walking backwards. You feel me? She's walking backwards, pulling me, while these two are on both sides of me, walking along with me, and she's walking backwards, pulling me like this, and just smiling at me. And I'm looking her in the face like this as she's walking backwards, pulling me, holding both my hands. I'm like looking her in the face like, why are you, like, where are we going? Where are we going? And I, me from time to time glance over at them, and all these motherfuckers, all they're doing is just smiling. Like, they're just smiling. So it was a moment where everything was like, like I said, it was broad day. And then she made a sharp turn into the brush, and then it went dark mode. Now it felt like, remind you, these was black women, and it felt very not color purple type clothes. They wasn't slaves, but you could tell it was like, it was a certain era where, like, it felt like niggas in the deep south. It was hot. You could tell they was sweating. Like, they had, it was like some old black movie, like The Color Purple, where you just like, how they dress, like, you just, you know what I'm saying? It was just like an Alabama Southern cornfield, hot, mucky type energy in what they looked like. But their gesture and their aura didn't seem threatening. It was just odd to me. She makes that turn, the whole thing turns nighttime. And now we're going through certain walkways. They slowed down how they're pulling me. And I'm saying, like, hey, man, where you guys taking me? What's going on? What's going on? and they're dressed like they're throwing a ceremony, right? It's as if they're throwing a ceremony, and I'm just like, I'm seeing the flames, like torches, like those sticks, like when they used to walk through in the Egyptian movies, those big old things with the flame in it, like a torch, and you could like shove it into the ground. It's like a stick, and it lights up. Look like those, and it made like a walkway. It made like a walkway. We're going through these paths, and like as each turn we made, the corn is slowly, lessening up. It was more. The field is opening up into more of a bigger brush that you can see out. You feel me? And I'm really throwing now because I'm like, hold on, bro, bonfires and shit. Hold on, hold on. And nobody's telling me nothing. They're smiling. They ain't hurt me. The point about the dreams, or what you think is dream, is that this is when I knew it was real. This is where I knew these things was real. It happened twice. And I don't know if we're gonna do a part 3. I might do a part 3 because this dream state goes so far, man. You can really dig a lot of story time out of this topic right here, man. So make sure you guys leave a comment, man. Please leave a comment, man. Share this to your loved ones. Share this to the person that you have these fun conversations about, man. You know what I'm saying? That popcorn nighttime type talk, man. This is what we doing right here, man. We're going into the dream state, understanding y'all the dream state consciousness. Bang that like button, leave a comment, share this video, bang that subscribe button, y'all. Bang, bang, bang. I pulled back that last time as I looked, man, I see bonfires and more people. I pulled back, and literally when I pulled back, I fell. Boom. I fell back. Boom. When I fell back, the one in front of me reached down and grabbed my thighs. But it was just in a gesture, like, instead of reaching down and touching me like this, her hands were just like, she just grabbed. It was as if she was like, without saying it, without saying nothing, I got the sense of like her saying, are you all right? You all right? But both her hands were like on my thighs. And it was a moment where I was trying to crawl back. I'm on the ground on my back, looking up at them, and now I'm sliding on my back, like trying to get it. I'm scooting back, and this is the moment that woke me up because her hands was right there, and it was a moment where I started kicking back, like moving her hands, and I literally got scratched on my thighs, and I woke up. On everything I love. If these scratches wasn't like, yeah, I have to do too much for YouTube, y'all, to show y'all the scratches. It's not too close to the private part. It is not too far. It's not far down. It's right in that spot where, like, you know what I'm saying? I can't do it for YouTube, but the scars are still there in the exact spots her hands rested at, y'all. I mean, it's what you make of it. It's what you make of it. And I always tell you guys, I do a lot of traveling now that I'm fully conscious and fully aware of what I do, who I am, how I am. You can go through a lot of heaviness during the day, during the night, during your day-to-day. A lot of things could trigger you and make you want to do, like, the unimaginable. You know, some burden or some weight will make you literally want to, like, do the most negative things. And you have to really, like, find that place in you that makes you remember, like, hey, you have a contract. Everything that's happening to you is happening for you, not to you. But if you want to be selfish, and you want to be selfish to everyone around you who love you, you'll find yourself in that upside down. You will find yourself in that voidacy of the unrested, the voidacy of the untimely. And like I told you guys in the first video, man, Stranger Things was the perfect example of what's going on when they portray the upside down versus the physical plane. And like I said, if it's not the weight of a physical witch, a physical curse, a family curse, a bloodline curse, some root or something, they have no power to burden you, to chain you, to hunt you, to ride you, to, alter your spirit. They could try to cause chaos, but chaos comes in the most smallest, obvious things that if you're vibrating high, you should be moving through your day-to-day like, hey, I'm not going to let nobody bother me. I'm not going to let nobody throw me off. I'm not going to, because these lower realms that you think are dreams are real current things. Real current things. And it's the thing of current. It's a frequency. It's a currency. It flows like river. It flows. You feel me? And it comes through whether you think you're sleeping or you're awake. It's the same thing, man. It's one mind. It's just one digital playground, because we in this same computer. So you got to find your communications. You got to know how to commute through this simulation, as some people say. When you're home, where these things are occurring around you, it's not for you. It's not a threat to you. You know how many people are dead on this planet, right? You know how many people went untimely? Do you know how many spirits you have that are just walking around, roaming around, hurt, crying, confused, lost, angry, evil, and angry? To be in spirit and not conscious of why you're there, you're never roaming happy. So you're going to be, you have runners, like I said, like the movie Maze Runner. You have runners, and you might hear that motherfucker in your crib. It's just, motherfuckers are trying to get out the way of these beings. I can't think of this movie, but it's a Japanese movie that just came out on Netflix not long ago. And it was the perfect example, just be mindful, man, of all of these things, man. Love yourself enough to know, man, everything about you is beautiful, man. Everything about you is raw as fuck, bro. Everything about you is your favorite Marvel movie. You are that character, because whichever one you wanted to be, that's really a thing. I was finna mention something about portals, but I know how I am consciously and how I download and how my, the channel's always on. And that'll just open another whole hour, y'all. But we're gonna end this transmission right here. And I know there's so many more things I want to say that I might have not said. And like I said, when it comes to the dream state videos, man, these things go so far and they go so deep. It's a beautiful depth, though. It's a beautiful depth. Cause we're not talking about death. We're talking about depth. So hear me clear, y'all. It's the Astral Traveler 369. Do not forget the power of the 3, the 6, and the 9, y'all. Bang that like button. Leave a comment. Look for your notifications. Bang that subscribe button, y'all. Share, 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 man. Social media, whether it's TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. Share these videos to a reel, y'all. Give it a shortcut. Find your favorite bar in these hour videos. Chop it and make it a reel. Share it to TikTok. Share it to Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these motions happening, man. Everything happens for a reason, and nothing is just happening to happen. Everything is happening for a reason. Nothing is just happening, y'all. Be mindful, be aware, stay alert, stay alive. You know, it's a beautiful time to be alive, y'all. Harness all of this shit, man. I might leave you guys with a daytime message tomorrow, depending on what the frequency is like. So we know how daytime is more chaotic than what you guys think the nighttime will be. And that's the illusion, you know. So I'm gonna get back with y'all in the next video in this transmission.